Hey, I'm Shay.
I'm John.
And I'm Nick.
Welcome to It's a Work Thing podcast, where we talk about everything and nothing, and we call it work.
And that was last time I tried on girls' clothes.
On that note, welcome everybody to It's a Work Thing. Here we go. One of the things we want to come up with is different ways to say that you're stupid. So different creative ways that you may hear that you're stupid. Does anybody want to start?
Yep, I got one.
All right.
Don't look at me.
Dunderheaded.
Dunderheaded?
Dunderheaded. It's another way to call somebody stupid.
A dunderhead?
Mine are way more blunt. It looks like you got dropped on your head a few times.
I used word replacements for the word. Okay.
You've got two brain cells fighting for third place.
Yeah, I definitely went way nicer with this than you guys did.
Yeah. I thought it was funny.
It's funny.
A blinkered was an old term for it, for a dumb person.
A
It's
blinkered?
stupid, slow-witted, or obtuse person.
Mine was, bless your heart.
Bless you.
Yeah. I that was the first one that came to my mind, but I was like, that one's like the easy one. Someone else is going to have that one.
Shay says that to me all the time.
On the reg.
Fair.
Yep. I say a lot in class, too.
For the first time, I was like, oh, he really loves me. He's blessing me. No.
He does go to church, so, I
Well,
can understand the misconception there.
That's true.
You're
This
not-
isn't holy water. This is free water.
Here you go.
Yes, Nick, it's not great value holy water.
You're not the dumbest guy in the world, but you better pray the guy ahead of you don't.
That is funny.
I'm like, that's a good. Those are some funny ones. All right, Nick is very excited for this because now we are moving into our competition series. It is me and Griff that are going against each other, and Nick gets to prepare the questions. I apologize to everybody.
I am petrified. For how
Yeah,
this is
I
gonna
don't
go.
know what's going to come.
I'm so happy.
I know that's what makes me scared the most. Is I don't know what you have coming.
I don't like how happy he is about it.
He has been texting us about how happy he is about this whole thing.
Because I prepped for everything.
And he edits this podcast, so we're, this is going to end up on the podcast whether we like it or not.
Oh, yes.
All right. Are you guys ready?
Oh, and the wager, to first one to 5 wins overall, and loser has to buy dinner.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Guess which disease killed this person?
What?
This is actually way better than what I thought this was going to be.
I'm kidding. That's not.
Oh, that was actually, I was going to say, that's actually not a bad deal.
No, this one is firefighter and EMS trivia.
Oh, my gosh.
Boo.
Boo. Fine. I'll do the which disease killed someone next time.
Do it.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. Question number 1. What does SCBA stand for? I need this to write the scores.
Wait.
SCBA. Alex got pretty much, well, he wouldn't probably get the EMS ones right. He didn't know what DNR meant, but he will probably get most of these right.
Well, I would hope so. He's a firefighter. He doesn't
Was.
get firefighter terms.
Was.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Quitter.
SCBA?
SCBA.
Oh, okay. I got it.
How did you get that so fast?
I don't know. I'm going to tell you.
I don't have high hopes for this category.
John is me.
This is what Nick feels like.
All right, 5 seconds. Uno, dos, tres,
That's not
4.
seconds.
Bueno.
I don't even know.
All right.
Sorry, call bad attitudes.
No wonder he gets it.
What's your say?
I had, I don't know what SC&C is, but I said backup assistance.
So, SCBA is the big tank that we wear on our back, and it's called a self-contained breathing apparatus.
Boo. It's called a tank.
It's called a tank. Oh my goodness. This is going to be going Great.
I made 17 questions of these. I was excited.
That is government made up bullshit. Just call it a tank.
There's the bleep.
Yep. I don't know how I didn't catch the last ones. When I sent that to Shay, he was like the first 12 minutes. It's like, which, by the way, Ginny, I completely redo all that stuff. Now it's the Joker because of Alex's text.
Alex didn't know who Jenny was, but I mean, Alex is basically Forrest, so.
Yeah. And he was being mean to us in
Oh,
those texts
yeah.
back. So
You know
now
what?
Ginny, he deserved it. So,
Okay. Fair.
all right. Question number 2. What is the normal range for a pulse rate beats per minute for an adult?
Normal range.
Yeah, normal pulse range.
So
There's 2 numbers between 2 numbers.
I don't know if that's good.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
I told you. I
Are we
prepped.
going to go with, like, who's the closest?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 80 to 100.
120 over 70.
So
This is blood pressure. I just realized it now.
Yes.
Well, you said there were 2 numbers.
Shay is more. So it's actually 60 to 100.
I was gonna put 60, 80. Gosh dang it.
So I don't know if I should give Shay a point or that or not.
I get a half a point at least.
If you have 17, no, we're not doing half points.
Why not?
What's the range?
60 to 100.
I had half of it.
Yes, yeah, no,
So-
he's within it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
So we'll
within
give Shay a point.
Yay.
All right. Good job, Shay.
Yay.
it. Whenever you said there were 2 numbers, you threw me off. Because then I was thinking that's what.
This one's gonna be a range one, so it's gonna be another one.
Oh gosh.
What is a good resting oxygen saturation level range? Fancy terms for your pulse ox. What's your blood oxygen level? This is stuff I'll have to do and learn on calls.
Well, great, Nick.
Hopefully you learned them before calls.
Well, yes.
I hope you don't learn them on calls.
What's yours? Well, the last guy.
hold on.
This guy died, so what happened?
There's a box here for pulse ox, and I don't know what that is. So we're gonna write down a number.
I like to, on calls, I like to trick the patients if they're doing okay in the back of the ambulance. I like to be like, all right, I'm like,
I would hope so.
all right, I'm gonna start your IV, and they're like, what?
All right.
All right,
50 to 90.
90 to 100.
all right, Gross more right on this. So it's really 95 to 100
Yeah.
is your range.
Because
So
when people had COVID, once you get to like 90, that's whenever they told you to like seek medical care and
I
stuff.
give John the point. So technically, if you're at 90, though, you're
Not in good
not
shape
good.
either. Yeah.
but
you are alive
yes, facts. Shay's person is probably dead.
for a while.
All right,
Going stiff a little bit.
yeah. All right. How many bones make up the human body?
I'm getting real confused with how many countries there are.
What?
Yep. Didn't say it was logical.
208.
300.
Oh, Shay was so close. It's 206.
Oh. That actually was the number I was thinking of. So I don't know how many countries there are in the world now.
200 some.
We'll get rid
Okay,
of
all right. So they're close to each other.
We'll get rid of the rest. All right. Question number 5. What are the 4 stages of fire?
I thought he was going to say cancer. For sure, I thought he was going to say cancer.
This is fun.
Oh.
Ooh, ooh. If you want me to give the letters of each one, I can do that.
Nope.
Yes. Yes.
Nope. I don't agree to this.
I would like you to give me
Nope.
the letters.
Nope. We have to both agree.
Yep.
Our guesses are not going to be close.
I'm going to be really close.
We're not even playing the same sports.
Go ahead.
Not good, bad, really bad, worse.
Spark, ember, fire, blaze. I didn't know. We're talking about stages of fire.
All right. So it's ignition,
Spark.
growth,
Not right.
fully developed,
Yes. Really bad.
No.
and decay.
Worse.
I'm going to call, nope. I got the closest to getting one of them. That is my point.
If you
I'm
want to do,
sticking by that. Spark is ignition.
if you want to do close, then I had 208 and that was 206.
Oh, no, I thought we did count him. Because I thought
No.
the numbers... No, give him that point.
All right.
He gets that point. Yeah, he can have that point. I don't think we had to have exact number. I think we'll go closest.
All right. So Shay's up 2-1.
No, I just picked up one.
You did not get one for that.
Spark is
That was not
ignition.
even close.
Yeah,
Spark is
I do not
ignition.
give that point.
Wow. Well, then take his point back.
Nope,
I
too
was
late.
being generous, so I would get my point.
Nope.
Get him. Give it his. I wasn't doing this as generous thing.
All
Give me
right.
that point.
Question number 6.
We're doing best of 17 because this is gonna be brutal. Let's do this.
Question number 6. What are the 3 sides of a fire triangle? So basically, what starts a fire?
Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you.
Use welcome.
What starts a fire?
Yes. What are 3 things that start a fire, basically? Or the 3 sides of a fire triangle? Technically, there's 4, but no one does 4. It's 3.
Well, yeah. There's no 4 sides of a fire triangle.
Yeah, that's a square.
Yes. Begin to question the people putting out fires when they go, look at this fire triangle. It has 4 sides.
I like Shay's actually made a triangle.
It's Wooden's pyramid of success.
Exactly.
All right, so it's whoever gets the closest to the most right out of 3. All right.
Ready?
Heat, hotter, hottest.
Spark, friction, fuel.
So you both kind of have one of it.
Yes.
So it's oxygen,
Okay.
heat, and fuel.
Whoa, I nailed it.
Fuel!
I had
had heat.
So suck it.
Together you made
We made
you had
two-thirds of the...
two of the thirds.
Let's go.
We made 2/3 of the 4-sided fire triangle.
I don't know if I give you both a point or no point. I don't know.
Third of a point, thank you.
Third.
I think no point.
Okay,
His marks are so small, a third of a point is going to be a dart.
Don't hate my writing.
That's why
Okay.
you put 0.3, you do numbers.
Question number 7. What percent of the U.S. is ran by volunteer fire departments? What percentage in the U.S.?
Okay, so we're going
Population or square foot or like miles? Like district areas? Or are we talking about...
like blank percent of...
I know, but like if you look like a population map, you're looking at like L.A., New York have like massive amounts of the population, right?
Yeah,
and they're
I see
not
what
going to
you're
be
saying.
volunteer. So is it population based or if it's district mileage coverage? Does that make sense?
No.
He's
Talk to me like I'm 4.
okay. Here, I got this.
Big
so when you
cities have many people. I don't know what you want from me.
so what he's saying is like St. Louis obviously is paid and like Edwardsville is paid.
Yes.
So they have a higher population. Obviously, the cities around us don't have it. So he's saying, is it more area based because we cover more area,
Yeah,
but the populations are going to have a higher, like
it's like voting.
yes,
Whenever the people go to vote, like
Trump lost the
like J.B. Pritzker, whenever he won the governor,
We don't have
the
hush
first
money
time,
here.
There were 102 counties in Illinois. He won 4 counties and won the state because he won Chicago, 2 collar counties, and Champaign.
I mean, I guess it's
So, but that's
population based, but it's a bit. I mean, it's a percentage out of the whole world.
and we're going whoever
Or the whole US.
Yeah.
gets this point.
Okay.
Okay. Out of the
Our
United States.
Out of the United
are
States.
volunteered. Are volunteered.
All are volunteered.
All right. I got 90%.
70%.
Oh, 70% is correct.
Nick's gonna listen to this podcast and still not understand what we were talking
No.
about.
Nope, I just moved forward.
Time will not make this better.
No.
Nope. All right. Question number 8. What state has the highest firefighter volunteer rate or percentage? Which state?
Once again, is this people or
Don't ask him. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Just
Just put a state.
put a state.
Nick has no context for these things.
Send help.
Texas.
Texas.
It is Utah.
I would never have guessed that.
Nope.
Nope.
I would have guessed like the Dakotas or something.
I'm not
Montana.
honestly. I was thinking like Arkansas because they're poor.
That's not wrong.
I think
No,
we have.
they- I
I
saw
think
a
we have
list of things
Arkansas
that was like-
listeners, so I'm sorry.
It was like 10 places that you can buy land for under $1,000 an acre, and like 8 of them were in Arkansas.
Yeah, Arkansas is very.
You can buy residential home lots for $500.
Speaking of Arkansas, Bree had a dream. She probably doesn't want me to say this, so I'm telling you guys in secret. Bree,
She doesn't listen.
that's true, so she'll never know.
Yeah.
Bree had a dream that we were cousins
That's-
and married, but I also had a girlfriend. And she was mad at me for having a girlfriend. I was like,
I'd
you
be
were
mad
my
at her
cousin.
for being your cousin.
Yeah, well, I mean, if anyone's going to date my cousin, it's going to be me. But
That is exactly what Donnie said in Wolf of Wall Street. I mean, I got a hot cousin. I'm not going to let other people sleep with my cousin,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, I'm not a monster.
Why would I let other people sleep with my cousin whenever I can sleep with my cousin?
I made that strong.
Speaking of cousins, question number 9: how many hands or fingers do you use while giving CPR to an infant?
Oh. Grip, give me the bad marker, 2.
Correct.
2. Also, you didn't give me my point for the 70%.
I did.
Yeah.
Did I only have 1?
Yeah.
God, this is what you feel like.
Hey, you both have 3 now, so
It's the
Don't call it
final
a comeback.
countdown. Yeah,
Wait, is
1
this
point.
question 10?
this is question number 9. No, 10. Yeah, correct. 10.
So, is this for the win
we'll
then,
do-
possibly? And then we'll just go...
Because these questions are good. I like these.
Yeah, we can do this question for the win. If you don't get it, then we'll go into overtime.
That's fair, because with us, who knows how many it might take.
Yeah.
Oh, these next ones
I
are
know we're
hard.
on a roll right now. The next ones are hard.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
All right. Oh, maybe not. So, question number
I'm going
10.
to do a farming term one for Nick and just watch him completely tank.
I feel like I could
That's
do
fine.
some... Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, you're going to crush it. You've actually driven a tractor.
Yeah.
Hey, I drove a tractor. I drove it accidentally right into a cornfield, though. There's pictures.
Good.
Yeah, you're definitely going to when you take over do that.
Yep. Now I know and I'll study. I know everything about
No, you
farms.
won't.
No, you won't.
You barely prepare for this podcast. We
Hey,
were shocked that
he nailed
was
it today.
Yeah.
He did.
Okay, question number 10. How many total calls did the Carnville Fire Department run last year? This includes EMS and fire calls.
Okay, so that's not per person. Like, if 4 people respond, that's not 4.
No,
That's
it's
a fair
just one.
question. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a very good question.
My marker works great.
I like these skinny markers.
Wow.
Wow, I like a full-figured marker.
Well, that's what when we do plays for the whiteboard and our stuff, I like these markers better than the fat ones.
I like something I can put my hand around.
500.
380.
So it's actually 658.
I get it.
Holy
Do we
smokes.
do we
I win.
count that?
I win. We did the numbers. Whoever was close on the numbers, as we said, would win. So I win.
All right.
I get competitive. Sorry, guys.
Shay
I got
won.
one side of the fuel triangle, too.
You both did.
Yeah, we
So
both
Shay
did.
technically won 4-3.
Woo!
Do you want all the questions?
Yes.
Okay.
For the boys back home.
The boys. All right. Question number 11. What does VEIS mean for the fire department?
Hold on.
It's
I
a
need-
it's a tactic we use.
Okay. V.
VEIS.
VEI.
So this is for firefighting terms.
This is not going to be right.
I can hear someone's marker.
It says.
No.
But you should have seen Zach last time. Zach was like writing like paragraphs. I was looking over at him. I finished writing. He's still going and going and going and going.
He was impressive. I tell you what.
Yeah.
He's a trivia guy.
Muriel Environmental Investigation Services.
Victory in ignition showtime.
It's vent, enter,
A little Spanish.
vent, enter, isolation, and search.
I was close.
I had none of those.
All right. Question number 12. What is the leading cause of death for firefighters? Give you a hint. It's not their wives. I can tell Griff's on right fire.
I'm good. Cardiac arrest.
Smoke inhalation.
Shay is correct.
Oh, I also wrote heart disease probs.
Half a point.
Yes. Now
So-
that we're not keeping score.
Here.
Half points
Yeah.
count.
Does it make you feel better that even if we went in overtime, I still would have won?
No,
Oh.
it doesn't. Not
All right.
of it.
Question number 13. Roughly how many hours do you need to become a firefighter in the U.S.?
Hours of training?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, probably hours of life. It wouldn't surprise me. You must have count up how many 18 years of hours are of life. That's how many you have to have before you can apply.
Well, you have to have it before you apply, or
This
actually-
is to actually get the term fire. So, like when you go through training, this is to
Okay.
actually get the term firefighter.
50.
250.
600 hours.
Oh!
I don't know how many days that is for the people at home. Grab a calculator. I have no clue.
Well, you
a
don't go
lot.
for whole days of training.
No, but if you were to put it...
Straight
20,
through.
you do 600 hours straight through.
No, but if you were to put it into days...
Welcome to Hell Week.
Yeah. All right. Question number 14. What day is International Firefighter Day? We were together on this day, and no one said anything. I didn't know either.
This is not right, but it feels like it should have been right.
I can already tell Shay's no.
All right, what you got?
February 30th.
Is that even a day? No. No. Good Lord.
9/11.
Hold on.
I feel like it's a fair
That's-
9-1-1.
That is... Okay,
I'm
that is...
saying if you're doing... That's why I said it's not right.
That's
It
fair.
feels like it should have been, because I'm trying to think of what date would make sense for a fire.
It's May 4th. May the 4th be with you. The
That's
day we
so
went to the
stupid.
Battlehawks game. Hey, I know. I didn't make up the rules.
Oh, went to the Battlehawks game last
Should have
night.
got a first responders discount. Yeah, I saw you saw a barn blazer of a 13-12 game.
I mean, it was
A
exciting at
touchdown
the
and
end.
2 field goals.
It was exciting at the end, though. The
Well,
first
yeah,
half
'cause
was
it's
very
still a
boring.
1-point game. Yeah.
Yeah, the first half
I
was
saw the
very boring.
first drive. They were just
Hey,
handing it
I
off.
didn't see any miscreant children. Everybody's children was behaving. It was a great time.
Lucky.
I know, it was fantastic.
Nick went and just watched kids the whole time.
I did too. They were
That's
bothering
not
me.
Hey,
something
hey.
you want to double down on.
Ain't nothing wrong with watching some kids.
Anyways, no. Anyways, stay away from Nick.
Children. Everyone. Yeah.
Everyone.
All right. 15. I'm not Alex. Where in the house is the most deadliest fires to fight?
So, like, what specific room?
Yeah, there's a certain area that it's like the firefighter's worst nightmare. It kills
So is
a
this,
handful of firefighters.
this might give it away, but is it above grade or below grade?
What? I don't know what he means.
Down under.
Okay.
That did give it away pretty much.
Basement?
Basement. Basement's correct.
A crawl space.
Yeah, basements kill a lot because there's no point of access. Usually stairs collapse during a fire, or there's no point of access
well,
to
and they
leave.
have concrete around them, so you're pretty well stuck.
Yeah, so that kills the most
And the
fire.
rest of the house comes down on you.
If you ever basement fire, you're like, oh crap. The first basement fire I went in was full of smoke and I couldn't see it. I'm like, oh, this is probably not going to be good. I had chills. It turned out okay.
I had chills. It turned out okay. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
You need to get closer to the fire.
Uh,
The chills.
We found the fire very quick. And yes, there are times in a winter fire where I'm like, man, I really don't want to put this out right now because it's giving me some good heat and it's cold. Like the fire we had at the bowling alley where
Oh
it was
my
negative
gosh.
50.
Yeah, that was
Nick,
bad.
Nick walks over and kinks the hose.
Yeah.
Let's just keep this here.
I'm spraying water, it's just going to the side of it.
Get a good photo from over there.
I'm not gonna lie, on that bowling alley fire, I did not want to put that out right away.
Well,
I
yeah,
was
the
like,
pictures of you guys, the ice was literally hanging off of you.
yeah, it was cold. All right.
Sissy.
Yeah, I don't care. What state has the most fire calls in 2023?
Most state has most fire calls. I feel like I've been able to do better on the back end than the front end. California.
Correct,
Yeah.
both of you.
Yep.
I was just
Alrighty.
thinking size and then also all the wildfires and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
they had
Specifically wildfires.
they have
Yeah.
over 7,461 wildfires
Jeez,
just in 2023. That is nuts.
that is.
Bananas. All right.
B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
Yes, that's how I learned how to spell bananas.
Took him a long time.
It
He
did.
was chanting that for years. He's like, wait,
There's the double N's in there. It throws
that's
me
a
off.
word.
It's also how I learned to spell reputation. So R-E-S-P-C-T.
That's respect.
Oh yeah.
That's respect.
That is respect. It's not reputation. That's why I was like, reputation. Who spells reputation in a song?
Like I said, I need
That
help.
was good.
Hey,
Good.
like
I'm
Shay
starting
said-
to doubt where you got these statistics from.
Well,
They're all wrong.
Everything is wrong.
don't Google check these people. All right. How many emergency calls did the New York City Fire Department run in 2023? I'll give you a hint. It's nuts. For 1 year, how many calls they ran?
I've got it. Or I've got an answer. I shouldn't say I've got the right answer. 20,000.
Pecans. You said it was nuts.
Uh,
you said hint. It's nuts. Pecans.
He's not wrong.
10 million.
You're not wrong, but you are wrong. 1.6 million.
What did you say?
20,000.
You're closer.
Just by a couple mil. Oh.
I would say if that was a point one, neither of us would get the point.
No. So,
I'd
for this
accept
game,
that.
Shay won.
Yep.
So, 4-3 for the people at home.
Woohoo!
I need to get Nick back in here and just get a confidence boost.
Yeah.
Hey, I prepped for this. So,
After taking on Zach,
No, that was
who knows
good. That was good. I like that,
randomness.
Nick. I would not mind doing the
Which disease?
because that was actually not bad. Although I really start to doubt your expertise on that one. Whenever you thought that reputation, was
Yeah,
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
find out what it means to me.
Here's the thing: if I have a firefighter, I don't need him to know how to spell. As long as he knows how to resuscitate, we're good.
He definitely does not know how to spell that one.
Do you want to practice?
Spell resuscitate.
No, I
We don't
want
have
my ribs.
time.
I don't want my ribs to broke.
We have another 23 minutes.
No.
I'm betting it will take the better part of that for us to
No.
start sounding not resuscitate.
For the people at home, he died. Not yet.
Anyways,
You
Okay.
know what? For Nick's first one, not bad.
that was good. I
that
liked
was
it.
bad.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He has no more ideas for any of these competitions, so. But
That first one though, after that first question, I'm like, oh boy, this is not going to go well at
I
all.
think that first one honestly like killed my brain a little bit, and then I couldn't.
I don't remember the first question.
The self-contained.
yeah.
breathing
SCBA.
out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't. Yeah.
All right, what do we got next?
I was going to give you a fun fact history that during colonial times, the
Not the 1600s.
That's correct.
Actually, that's.
No, that's correct.
I know. That's what I
No.
didn't know how to
I'm
respond.
not gonna lie, that was a total shot in the dark.
1600s is colonial times. It was 16 to 1700s. Very good.
During the 100 BCs.
That's
But-
before cheese.
When they'd have people in prison, they would feed them lobster in Maine
I'm telling you, prison's not a bad
That's
setup.
because they treated them like rats, essentially, to start with.
because
Yeah.
because they thought lobsters as of like rats because they were like crustaceans. They were so plentiful, and because I mean, if you look at them and the way they do eat, they're just scavengers on the ground or on the bottom of the ocean. So literally, they would feed prisoners lobsters, and it was almost seen as inhumane to do so.
Fun fact: our game was gonna be at first prison trivia.
That's the next one now. You just gave it away.
No,
So that's interesting. So I actually just listened to a book that talked about the first Far West hunters. Mm-hmm. It was like Daniel Boone and them whenever they went through the Cumberland Gap, and they talked about they unearthed a site in like the 20s or no, like the 70s. They were tearing down an old church that was built in the 1820s, and they built that church on top of where they had one season skinning camp. There was 9 foot of hair in the dirt going down.
Oh my
from
gosh.
deer. They would bring a party of 8 people to hunt and like another 10, 12 people to work at the camp and skin and do stuff like that. They would kill, a good hunter would kill 35 white-tailed deer in a day.
we almost killed a deer on the way here.
35 in a day.
Well, you gotta think back in the day.
Oh, they were everywhere.
Even just nowadays, even
Yeah.
for us in this area, we have them all over. Like me and Nick, we almost hit one on the way here to your
Yeah.
house. So
I swerved at him, but
I mean, when we during season, I only go during shotgun season, and so if we have 3 days, it's almost guaranteed I'm gonna get one.
Yeah. It was nuts. And then he talked about at one point too, he was in Kentucky, and there was a guy came through town and said, "Oh, I just killed this black bear over here." And Dana Boone goes, "Where'd you kill a black bear at?" He went with his son to that spot and killed 35 black bears. Yeah,
good lord.
in one day.
Well, I mean, you talk about the bison. Even
Oh yeah,
I can't imagine back in the day when all the bison, like guys used to literally just sit on trains shooting bison. That was part of the reason.
That's what we need for the meat. Get some good bison.
Indian
I'm
tribes.
telling you, I would love bison.
Indian
It's so
tribes,
good.
You literally used to build corrals to funnel them off of jumps to kill them.
Yeah,
And then you know the thing now, they say that like Indians use all parts of the buffalo. They did use all parts of the buffalo, but they did not use all parts of every buffalo.
See,
That makes sense.
since I'm on a hunter, what I would do is I would dig up like a big hole in the ground, like a big sinkhole
And then
almost.
the animal would fall in on top of him
Yeah,
and crush him.
no. But I would then put like a little small net, and then I'd put a bunch of leaves over it, like they do in the movies, and I would just lead the buffalo with like food or like a
That's
young
not how-
cattle
no,
and just
no.
let it.
Did you just say with young cattle?
Yeah, and then
You're
just let
pimping
it.
out little calves?
Hey, PIMP.
Wow.
What does it mean to me? And then it falls in the hole, and then I don't have to do any work because he's right there, and eventually he's
Okay,
gonna starve.
How are you getting this massive buffalo out of the hole, Nick?
He'll get that.
You
He'll get
understand
there.
these things
Yeah.
weigh like 2,000 pounds,
I'm more
right?
of a
an idea
plan
man?
at that moment.
More of an
kinda guy.
idea man, yeah.
Yeah.
Not a good idea man, but an idea man.
But
Like
seriously,
on his EMS calls, he don't like to prepare. He just gets in, he just reacts.
You don't
Is
have time to
there
prepare.
anything that is in season right now?
Right now, coyotes.
chickens.
We're going hunting.
Yeah, we can go coyote hunting.
That could be our experience.
I got a knife.
You're not going to be able to get that close.
Watch
No,
me.
but I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, watch me.
It's great entertainment. I might not even bring a gun if Nick's gonna chase him with a knife. I'll just bring a camera.
If I go, I'm gonna wear no shirt. I'm gonna have paint all over my face.
so many
I'm gonna
ticks.
make Indian calls. What?
You're gonna get so many ticks on you.
Ticking time bomb.
Nick's gonna get Lyme disease that day.
Can we change what our loser buys?
What's that?
Loser buys a coyote call for a coyote hunt.
No, that's too, how much is that?
$100.
Oh, okay,
So you
I'd do
won't
that.
buy dinner for us,
I would buy dinner
but-
for us.
but you will buy
Not for you.
a coyote hunting
Buying
call.
for him is an experience. You seen how much this kid eats?
That's true.
I'm buying at least 3 meals for us too.
I don't. Yeah,
I'll eat small.
if he's buying, I'm not going to eat before the meal, and I like.
No,
You said, I'm
Season
a
to get a
camel.
golden
I'm gonna
corral.
surprise him one day. That would be the idea.
I was
Take
like,
it to the
I
buffet.
love Golden Corral. I'm not.
Well,
that's-
We should go to
straight up.
Pizza Man. I've never been there.
I've never been
Oh,
there.
Pizza Man's good.
I've never been Pizza Man.
I mean, it's good. It's solid.
yeah, I'm a camel when it comes to eating, though.
Well, we could go play golf at Raymond and go eat at Pizza Man.
There you
Yeah, I think my band's lifted. No, my band's lifted at Palmyra.
go. Your band.
So your
Yeah.
band is in place at Raymond?
No,
Okay.
no, just Palmyra.
Okay. All right.
No, but I would like to be our wager be coyote call so we can go coyote hunting out
Let's
here.
do it.
Perfect.
And you guys look at me. I have no part in this.
Yeah, you
well,
do.
no,
You're
you're
gonna
going to
go
come
hunting
with us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just have to say Brie
We're
won't
gonna
let me go
strap her-
hunting, so we'll just have to say like I'm going to a strip
She won't
club
let
or
you go
something.
hunting.
Probably not. She hates hurting
on.
animals.
Hold on.
We'll cut
we're
this
not-
part out.
But even if it's coyotes, like coyotes hunt other animals.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Okay, tell her coyotes kill dogs.
Yeah, they do.
She won't care.
What?
She's not against hunting at all, or she is against hunting at all.
Well, she's
Either
really
one of
hate it
those.
when we come to deer camp.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is all this? What is all this meat you're bringing home in a freezer? Beef.
Beef.
She won't know.
That's what I'm saying. Just don't label it.
We'll crop this part out.
She doesn't watch or listen.
She said she's gonna start.
Oh boy.
Well, could have told us that before we did this, Bart.
Well,
Nope.
Potato,
Too late now.
potato.
Leave it in. No
leave it
editing.
in. All right.
Um,
Unedible.
I wanted to share a news story I found interesting. This lady stayed in a cave for 500 days.
Oh, I thought it said years. I was like, dude,
Yes.
What about
Guinness is calling her.
What about that guy in that Japanese soldier that spent like
That was
35 years?
Because he thought the war was still going on.
The war was going on, and they kept dropping propaganda. You ever heard about this? Okay, so
go ahead.
like the war in the Pacific during World War II.
The ocean?
This is all going over his head. Okay, so we fought Japan in World War II.
I know that.
Okay, no, he didn't.
Yeah, 1960.
Anyways, no. So after we dropped the atomic bombs,
in
Japan
45.
surrendered, but they didn't have like communication. They had a ton of tiny little islands they'd manned, and basically they made like the U.S. Army fight every little island on the way to Japan. And this guy was still on the island, and they either couldn't get radio calls to him or whatever. So he stayed on the island thinking the war was still going on, and this was like into the 70s.
Yeah.
And they kept dropping flyers down that was like, hey, the war's ended. And he was like, this is propaganda. They're trying to get me to quit. And so he just
They're trying
like
to get me
dug his
surrender.
heels in. That was like fake news.
For real.
Did you
And he
hear?
was legitimately on the island for another like 35 years. And his family was still in Japan.
Yeah.
So like his family
Jeez.
waited for him.
Did you hear about the guy? This is like a couple years
He
ago.
left whenever he had like 2 tiny little kids. And he came back. They were full grown adults because he spent all this time on this island.
That's kind of
Hey.
sad, though.
It is sad. Also, kind of respect him a little bit.
Well,
He
that's
was not giving in.
I mean, not to get too history nerd, but that's part of the reason we dropped the bombs is because we were scared
Yeah.
to fight Japan because they were fighting to the last person.
They started off the war with flying their planes into ships and kamikazing
yeah, the
themselves.
kamikaze wasn't the last resort. That was one of the
No,
first
that's it.
resorts.
They're like, all right,
Speaking of
and you crash.
speaking of kamikaze, I love the kamikaze sandwich at the Wood Duck. It's so good.
Exact same concept.
Very nailed it.
No, but there was a guy.
Wood Duck, if you'd like to sponsor.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I eat there all the time.
Wow, thanks for the invite.
Well, my work pays for us to eat there.
Wow,
So-
thanks for the invite.
Okay, next time I'll invite you.
Okay, I'll come sit there and make
There's-
a team meeting.
There was a guy that murdered his kids and his
Whoa.
wife, and he was plotting it, and he it goes with the guy living in a cave. So he built like a underground fort by a cave, like with the cave kind of supporting it. Built this huge underground fort. He had this plan for years. Like he was just building it up, getting all these like
Every time he walked in the door and his wife said something negative, he just walked back out.
434
kept digging a
days.
tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just kept digging a cave.
Yeah, but he was like going and buying a bunch of canned food and stuff. Like he had a nice setup. Like it was cool for a murderer. But then he
He's
like had it all
modeling after
planned.
This guy, he's trying to buy a house next to a cave.
Yeah, buying the house next door. But no, it was a cool little setup, and then he was like recording himself. And then the reason he got caught is because after he did it, he then went missing, and they found smoke because he was like burning food or like smoking his food, and they saw some smoke going up in the trees because apparently this guy left like a accidental clue that he was like basically camping in the mountains now. So they're like, oh, we're looking for him in the mountains, and then they found like little smoke, and they found it, and then found him, and it was crazy. So
Why don't you just go use that cave? He's not there.
Yeah.
I don't remember where it's at.
So whenever I'm sure you can Google search it.
That's probably
Whenever
true.
I was in Minnesota, I was walking around knocking on doors whenever I first got there and handing out like property value deals. And I was talking to this lady, and she was like, "Oh, don't go to the house next door." And I go, "Oh, okay, they mean whatever." And she goes, "No, they just bought it last year. There was this couple that lived there before, and the guy came home drunk one night and shot both of his kids and his wife.
Better
So
got a discount.
they got a really good deal on the house, but they just bought it and renovated it. They had to do some renovations in the house." I was like, "Well, yeah, probably. You murdered 3 people in the house.
I would want to be a little
The bullet
changed.
hole. And
Yeah.
you gotta change some carpet, probably."
Yeah.
Would you buy a house after somebody was murdered in it?
Well, the house that's on the corner of my street. So like so you know where the Sullivans live?
Yeah.
The house like on the corner of them. That guy, I was the first on scene. Basically killed himself, and I gave I had to give
you
CPR.
were the first on scene.
Yeah.
You lived 2 houses
It
down.
literally was. I just
If you weren't first
Yeah.
on scene, like
slow, but yeah.
Oh, there's somebody. I gotta make a call.
Yeah.
Wait.
I finished this 2K game. We'll be all right.
And
Yeah.
that bedroom was you just burn it. It was bad.
I bet. Yeah. No, I would not.
You wouldn't buy after?
No.
I
somebody
wouldn't
got
either.
murdered? Would you wouldn't either?
Well, depends on how much the deal
Nick
is
would
in a
love
nice
the
house.
deal. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
not kid ourselves.
I ain't scared of no
I was
ghosts.
gonna
I ain't
say-
sleeping.
I think I would, depending on especially how big a
Oh, I
discount
would
it was.
buy it. I would buy it. I wouldn't live in it.
I still think I'd.
I would buy it and rent it to somebody.
Everyone dies at some point.
Yeah, but
Being I would
violently
say-
is a whole different deal.
dying of cardiac arrest or dying of
Yeah,
murder is completely different.
because it's about intent. It's bad energy.
I still.
Woosah.
Why is he? I don't. Why is he staring at me like that?
I don't know what you're talking
No.
about.
We have evidence. He stared at me for a prolonged period of time.
But yeah, that woman stayed in the cave for 500 days because she was like she wanted to be isolated and whatnot. Her name was Beatrice Flamini, and
Sounds like a name someone
Strong
tired.
Italian name.
she had no
Personality?
connection to anybody. Well, I probably doesn't have much personality, and she just wanted to get away from
Yeah.
everything.
You mean the person who decided to go live in a cave for 500 days that wasn't a real talkative person?
She's a people person.
Yeah.
Well, evidently,
life of the party.
they when the time was up, they came in to get her and stuff, and she was refusing to come out.
Well,
'cause
yeah.
no, because
we
thought the time wasn't up.
Yeah, but we also use isolation as like that's the punishment we give to people who are already in prison.
It's my favorite
So
play
what do
to
you
run
think happened
NBA.
after 500 days?
Well, and even
The
the,
isolation makes them go insane.
yeah, I'm gonna say that punishment's even not even used as much as it used to be because of people
Also,
going
you're
insane.
in a was she in a down underground in a
Yes.
cave? So she has no concept of time.
Correct.
At
She
all.
lost the concept of time completely. She thought she was only in there for
Can
like
we do
300
this,
some
Nick?
days.
Why?
He has an air tank, and I have a deep freezer we can bury in the back 40. We'll put him in there and we'll tell him it's for 12 days.
My air tank will only lasts for 40 minutes.
Well, that's not a very good air tank.
That's how long they all last for. I should have been a trivia question. Well, depending, that's
I think
the.
you need to breathe a little bit less hard, bud.
Some people do. Some people on our department
Well, I can imagine.
go through
I've
that
sat
tank in
behind
like
people
4 minutes.
I've sat behind
Seriously?
people in a movie theater and heard them breathe.
Yeah. So the
how
longer
they
you can
alive.
last on your bottle, the better.
You know, that'd be a fun thing. All of us have one on to see who can last the longest with it.
It's Nick. He's the smallest person.
There's nothing to do with it.
Yes, it does.
Have you ever had something strapped to your face and you're breathing through it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, it's different.
I
haven't
had
had
my wisdom teeth removed, and whenever I had them removed, the only thing I remember, because they put like gas on over my nose, the only thing I remember was multiple times them saying, "Now, if you don't stop inhaling so much gas so quickly, we're going to have to turn it off." And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't want to feel this for days. Like, I'm just inhaling so much, and that's the only thing I remember from that entire experience was them like 2 or 3 times saying, like, you're going to have to, yeah, you got to stop or else we're gonna take it away. And I was like, you ain't taking this away. I put my hand over it. I was like,
Chris fighting it.
the thing is I'm obviously not making sense because they probably just turned the air off at the tank. And I'm just holding on to the mask. Like, if they take this mask, they can't take it from me.
Die of suffocation over here.
Right.
That's hilarious.
But we should get air tanks, and then I should put you guys in like a tight, enclosed corner. So you're like got some sense of like fear.
Yeah, a little claustrophobia.
I'll
I
go
like it.
I'll go stand in that corner with a tank on. I'm not going to get that scared. I'll put you in that attic with the lights out.
I'll be fine.
In the summer, in the heat, too.
Oh, yeah.
Let me go in.
That's
Nick's
the
just
worst.
going to go steal some tanks. All right, what do we got?
I was going to give you a story of, do you remember in COVID times when sports were just starting back up, you could only allow a number of people in the stands.
Yep.
And everybody was spaced apart and everything. So there wasn't hardly anybody in the stands. Well, when we were doing this, we were playing a game, and it was during the JV game. So I'm coaching. Our head coach had went down to talk to the team, and we were playing, and I think either we were getting our butts kicked or we were kicking, so we had the subs in.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't good. The subs were in, okay? Everybody else was playing. Well, the other team had a special needs kid playing. But this might sound bad. I'm not meaning for it to sound bad. But, like, looking at him, you wouldn't know that.
Oh, so it's like Alex.
But you just wouldn't know it. Like,
That is terrible and mean. I did not laugh at that.
he looked, and so they're playing and everything, and he finally gets in. There's like 2 minutes left of the game, and he's dribbling it, and coach had come out, and he had come and sat on the bench, or was about to sit on the bench, and I'm just sitting there, and the kid gets it passed into him on the other side of the on half court. He comes back on the back side of it, so he doesn't over and back. He double dribbles like 3 times, and
Oh, my God.
our head
You
coach
did
starts.
not.
I didn't.
Okay.
No, I didn't, because I realized what was happening. Obviously, I was sitting. I already knew. Our head coach starts yelling at the ref. I mean, yelling. And again, this is during COVID, so there's like 50 people in the stands. And he's yelling, "That's over and back. How do you not see this? It's right in front of you."
Was it at their home court or your home court?
Their home court.
So their people all knew.
Yes.
And your coach didn't.
No.
Oh, fuck.
And he's yelling. And he's like, "That's over and back. He's double dribbling. How are you not calling this at all?"
I feel like this should be a I bet you won't skit.
Yes.
Like the guy that guy does. Have you seen those? The video, I think I sent it in the group chat thing before, where he's the stand-up comedian, and the guy's behind him in the car, and he's honking the horn at him, and he goes, "Why aren't you going? Don't you know how to drive?" And the guy's sitting in the driver's seat, and he goes, "No,
Yeah.
I don't."
But
Do that with this.
But I literally, he was behind me. I went back. I said, shut up right now." And he goes, "What? It was over." I said, "He's special needs." And he goes, "What?" I said, "He's special needs." He goes, and then it connects, and he goes, "Oh, crap," and just sits down like the sit down of shame. And what makes it even funnier is one of our guys on one of our varsity guys hadn't been paying attention either, and he was yelling from the stands too, like, "How are you not saying
Hey,
this is?"
every basket counts.
I thought you were gonna say he just went up and just blocked the kid.
So that's one of my favorite stories to bring up, and he goes, "Oh, dang, I keep forgetting I did that." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's one of my favorites."
That is rough.
Yeah, that you talk about. Yeah,
That is rough.
yeah. I thought it was hilarious. Well, I didn't at the moment. I'm like, "Oh my gosh," because again,
yeah.
there's literally like 40 people in the whole stands, and you can hear everything, and it's not like there's a lot of people chattering. There's nothing going on except the game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No background noise.
No.
COVID was crazy times.
And we didn't have any fans there because we weren't allowed any fans. The only fans that were allowed were home fans.
I hated when they would do sporting events or like fighting events, and they would put like pictures of like people.
Oh my gosh.
The NBA bubble
Yeah.
with the video camera.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with
that's
the-
the stupidest thing I've
Yeah,
ever seen
exactly.
in my life.
Yeah, the bubble.
What's wrong with Freddie?
That's
No,
what I'm saying.
that's
It
what
was like
people would-
Freddie
yeah.
would
I
be
like
at
to
the,
use
in the
Freddie as an
stands.
example of everything that is right in this world. Look at him.
Freddie is cute.
Yeah, you'd be a good boy.
I
Probably follow us
want to
on
hug
here.
Freddie.
Please don't.
How,
He's cardboard. I
how
don't know
are
if you understand that.
wouldn't pandas like be extinct if it wasn't for like I know like
Yeah,
most
human
We have one
intervention.
right here. We have the
Yeah.
last one.
no if it wasn't for human intervention, like most of the time all animals would do actually better without human intervention, but pandas would have I think actually been extinct
And
if it
like
wasn't
some-
for
yeah.
human because they've gotten
Yeah.
so lazy.
Sounds
actually-
like Americans without
No.
government paychecks.
That ain't wrong.
No, it's not. Anyway,
A couple people I should run over.
on that note, we're good.
Good. Thank you for listening. Please rate, review, subscribe, follow, watch our videos. Now.
Yes. We're on all major
Yeah, we're on
platforms
That
now.
is a big thing. Yeah, we're
Yes.
on all major streaming platforms
Apple,
now.
Amazon, Spotify, iHeart.
Everything.
By the time you listen to this, it's actually been on it for like 2 months. But
Yeah, that's true.
Whatever your
Yeah.
mom, grandma, babies listen to, we're on there. So go find
Yep.
us. At It's a Work Thing podcast.
remember, if somebody asks what you're doing or what you're listening to, just say it's a work thing.
Yep.
You don't have to give them anything else than that. No more explanation.
Yep.
On that note, cheerio.
Cheerio.